let's try that then. We'll go to Fortify. Let's not forget we have a feud, raids. We should build a watchtower. Don't have enough warriors to defend ourselves. Unlikely to be a raid. Dark season. Okay. So let's do a watchtower. Wait a minute, what did he say? During sacred time we allocated no magic. Okay, yeah. So we'll do 10 goods to build a watchtower. Oh boy. Mood -1. Oh no, the undead! 4 weeks ago, Penterest, a sour pig herder, died of old age in his sleep. His family mourned and buried him, but death has not inconvenienced Penterest. Each night he climbs from his grave, returns home, sits at his son's table, and demands a meal. He stays until dawn, eating their food and drinking their mead. His family is distraught. He is eating us bare. We won't have enough to last through dark season, and the sight of a rotting corpse eating porridge puts us off our own dinner. Our children grow thin, they cannot sleep for the nightmares. We really do need to resolve this before Penterest eats into our food reserves, so sacrifice to the ancestors for protection. The undead are potent, driven, magic is risky, so prepare a feast to sate his hunger, or tell the family to tolerate it until he passes on. In Nalindia's saga, a priestess lays a dead cousin back to rest, sacrifice to the ancestors. Killing someone who is already dead can be difficult. Thanks for that, Jareen. Sometimes the dead bear tidings, but this one just wants pie, so prepare a feast to sate his hunger, or tell them to tolerate it. This is why we must always be vigilant. All right, Desrata, all right. Even good members of our own clan can rise from the grave. She tried to warn us. She tried to warn us. Sacrifice for protection. Normally, squabbles within a bloodline are not the business of the clan ring. This is not a normal case, so prepare a feast or sacrifice. Yes, indeed. She knew this was coming. She knew this was coming. So what should we do? Should we sacrifice to the ancestors to protect us? Or should we try and feed him to put him back to his unsleep? Preparing a feast probably uses up a lot of our food, but sacrificing is probably going to require some cows and goods. Let's see, we got 1 for sacrifice, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 1 for a feast, 2, 3. So, the majority seems to think we're going towards sacrificing, but we could also prepare a feast. If we prepare a feast, it is possible that he'll come back. He'll go away for a little bit and come back. Yeah, exactly. And sacrificing for the protection, though, we've got -1 magic, so who knows? So we looking at sacrifice then? Should we do that? Sacrifice? Appeasing them sends them to the Soul Society. Yeah. And I think that's probably true, too. I mean, the game has shown that it likes to have recurring events, so if we don't put an end to it, then it's probably not going to end. Okay, we'll make a sacrifice and hope this doesn't take too much of our stuff. Sacrifice. We conducted a ritual imploring our respected ancestors to admit Penterest's spirit into their hall. They spoke to us through our grand, saying, "No, he ate our meat, drank our mead, and told boring stories about pigs. He's not welcome here." Penterest's family were saddened, but understood our ancestors' point of view. The pig stories are the worst, they said. What the heck? Okay, so, yeah. I guess he inadvertently, he's still there. We tried to deal with it, but he just kept eating. We should recruit some weapon thanes to defend against the Walking Dead. Yeah. And we lost some food. We're constantly losing food. Our cows are up, though. Our cows are up, interestingly. Let me look at the trade here. Oh, right. We didn't... They canceled the trade. So I don't know where these cows came from, but somehow we got cows. Lost a few goods. Whew. This is quite the ride. Okay, well, should we just pass on through storm season? Wait a minute, what was the last season? Was it storm season? The picture looks a little bit different, or at least I think it looks a little bit different, but I think storm season is the winter season. Hold on a minute. No, it was dark season. Dark season is the one we just went through, right? Yeah, okay. So it's sea season, fire season, earth season, dark season, the winter time, and storm season. Storm season is unpredictable, but it's not a bad time to go raiding, especially if your ancestral foe is the warlord of the Ice Tribe. In storm season, all things are possible, but nothing is certain. Okay. Wow. So this is a season where we can just do whatever, I guess. We do have the watchtower now. It's risky, but not unheard of to raid during storm season. We should recruit weapon thanes. During sacred time, we have no battle magic. We don't have enough warriors. A ditch will slow attackers, and perhaps gives us time to hide some of our wealth if we're defeated in battle. Raids provoke counter raids. Let's not forget the feud. Okay. So we're pretty much back where we were. We need to stockpile more food. Food situation's okay. We need 300 farmers. We got enough. We got enough oxen now. It'll take 300 farmers. We could handle another 8 hides of cropland. We should have enough food. The expected harvest will last a year. Okay. So we're okay on food. The goddess's needs are few. We haven't learned all the blessings of Orlanth to maintain temples. Gods make me nervous. We don't have a shrine to Ceres. Our clan magic's depleted. Divinations are less reliable. I do believe we did our sacrifice to Orlanth, though, successfully on -1 magic. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. I don't know. This is basically the season where we can decide what we want to do. We can try a little bit of risky raiding, even though we're not really set up for that. We can try another trade. We can try trading again. We could do more magic. We can just skip the season altogether. Move on. Oh, welcome back, Caleb. You missed the undead farmer that is also full of tacos now. So where we're at right now, we went ahead and built that watchtower in the last season. We tried doing some trading for cows, but there was an avalanche, and so we haven't done that. We know we've got a shrine to Orlanth now, and we're doing okay. We're in a storm season now, which is also kind of kind of just a do-whatever season, apparently. Nothing's guaranteed to work, but nothing's necessarily guaranteed to be bad. It's just a little bit of a choice here. Now magic. Let me just look at what questing does here. With Ernalda's aid, okay. Oh, we actually know several, but we know for sure Elmal steals. Oh, wait a minute. No. We don't. We don't know any of this stuff. Okay, so here's the thing. One of the things we can do with favors, these are our alliances, so we can call in other tribes or other clans to help us perform these rituals. I think we can also ask for a favor to help learn some of the stuff. So right now we know Elmal guards the stead, where an Orlanth left on the Lightbringer's quest. Elmal guarded the stead, driving off many enemies. This quest can strengthen our defenses, gain fine horses, strengthen our leaders or the quester, ward against chaos, or reconcile the weapon thanes. And then we also learned Orlanth and Aroka, to end a drought caused by a kinsman. Orlanth slew a dragon and rescued Heller, the rain god. This quest can bring rain, gain a treasure, strengthen our clan, make dragon newts fear us, or shield us from kin strife. Jareen looks like she'll be going on that one. Now, the thing about these quests is that we know a little bit about them, but we don't necessarily know the whole thing. I believe that is what our lore here is, and the last time I opened the lore tab and looked at something, it crashed the game, so I'm a little bit nervous to do it right now. So I don't know how successful we'd be, especially since we're on -1 magic. We probably don't want to go on a quest right now. I think we need to be a little bit stronger for some of these, but anyway, we do know a little bit. I don't know how we know, or how we can find out more about those other quests. I think we just learn about them from something else. Like I said, we either learn them through trade or favors from other clans, or through events. Like something happens and then we learn about it, or sacrificing to the gods as a chance to learn a little bit about some of them. I mean, it says right here, sacrifice for mysteries to learn them. But I think one of the ways we can learn more about a hero quest is by interacting with other people. Anyway, yeah, so do we actually want to do anything this season? Should we risk anything? Try another trade, try and get maybe a shrine to Iseres, I think are the big two that we're still kind of working on here. We're a little bit low on food. I don't know what a good base level is for goods. Like, I feel like 150 is not too much, but I feel like at the same time it's okay. I don't know. Well, pressing needs, not really. Our food stockpile is okay, although we've been told we should get more. We do need cattle, as always. We're constantly being told we need cattle. And right now we're kind of at a level of cattle to cropland where this is the amount of food we're going to get. I still think our harvest is okay. So anyway, we've got that. Magic, we are constantly told about getting Iseres to help us improve our relationship with other people and our trade ability. We did build that tower. So really, no. We're told we still need more weapon thanes. Our max has gone up. Okay, it was 14 before, now it's 16. So other than that, we do know that they take a lot of food, though. The last time we made 2 weapon thanes out of farmers, we ate a lot of our food. So we should probably not do that right away. But That's what we're looking at here. I think the two big things are still trying to get more food and cattle, and working on the Ceres thing, or other gods trying to get their mysteries. The only downside to that is that we have -1 magic, which might have a negative impact. It didn't for getting the shrine to Orlanth. It helped us just fine. We were able to actually do it just fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's not a random thing, you know? So, other alternative is just to skip the season and call it good. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you know, we can try sending out another trade expedition. The last one got cut off by an avalanche. But having Ceres would help with any future trade expeditions. So I would say that before focusing on any of that stuff, trying to do something with Ceres, or we just kind of move on. I guess it just depends on how much more of our resources we want to expend. You know, maybe wait until we get some more cattle before doing another sacrifice, or we could try and do one. So let's see, what are his? He's the talking god, god of trade and travel, also communication and conciliation, one of the 7 Lightbringers. He will help traders and negotiators, improve profit of the market, obtain extra food, that could be good, or improve profit of trading missions. Okay. So, do a little bit of a sacrifice to him. Much we can learn. With much we can learn. We haven't learned all of Orlanth's blessings. Much we can learn. I can hardly call myself a god talker of Ceres until we learn his blessings. Okay. Never guaranteed gods answer the requests. So we should ask Ceres to unveil some more mysteries. Okay. So, what are we giving? We're doing another 7 and 7. Seven cows, 7 goods. You know, we don't necessarily have to be giving 14. It just 7 is the minimum, but 2 or 3 times would be better. Okay, so we'll do 7 and 7. And we will reveal the workings of the Silver Tongue ritual. Oh boy, the mood has gone down again. Baron Wolf, the sour pig herder who died weeks ago, continues to return to his son's home every night to be fed. He has nothing good to say about the clan's ancestors, who do not appreciate pigs. His family is distraught. He's eating us bare. We won't have enough to last through dark season, and the sight of a rotting corpse is putting us off. Okay, we cannot sleep. We really do need to resolve this. So, sacrifice again. We already determined that didn't really help. Prepare a feast, sacrifice, do nothing. Prepare a feast, sacrifice, prepare a feast. Yeah, this is, we tried to deal with this once before. But so, I don't know if you constantly get the same reaction if you keep choosing a different option. Well, that'd be nice, but I'm sure Desrata would tell you it's because we don't have enough weapon thanes. Actually, yeah, that would count as kins. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it would count as kinslaying. So try and sacrifice again, hoping we get a different outcome. I wonder if it has something to do with our -1 magic. Maybe with higher magic it would improve our chances? I'm not sure. Yes, he's politely still using the spoon. Well, okay, so what do you think? Should we try a feast this time, or should we try and sacrifice, hoping for a different outcome this time? Probably does not smell too good. Well, I mean, that would at least tell us whether or not it's the same outcome if you choose the same thing again. Yes, be aggressively polite. So you want to try another sacrifice and hope this one works out? I wonder. Send him over to the Arnorning. Skilled cooks. I was just wondering if choosing one of these would give us a different option. Like if we could find a clan that was good at fighting the undead, we could get one to come over here. But okay, let's do a sacrifice and see if we get the same result. We conducted a ritual imploring our respected ancestors to admit him. They said no. Okay, well, there's the answer. Gives us the same result. So now, okay, the clan mood is still reserved, but we did see it went down a little bit. So we could give out some gifts this year. So yeah, we have helping our traders and negotiators with Silver Tongue. That's good. That's actually really good. So, anyway, we could, should we just move on? Do we want to do anything else? We could build a shrine. We could, have a little party for our people. Hunters. Oh, we can gain more hunters. We could do that. Our wildlands could support more hunters. When our hunters raise their children to be hunters, that may no longer be true. Okay. We need 381 workers in the fields. We should build a shrine to Odela, so our hunters have a place to pray. Hunters fight as well as other Carls, but now that has nothing to do with the question before the ring. Okay, hunters serve the ring like other clansmen. Several of the Carls deserve to put away the plow and take up the bow. Our wildlands can support 27 hunters. Okay. So that just kind of tells us there. Anyway, yeah. So if we feel we need a little bit more for the hunting, we could do that. For gaining food, maybe. We seem to have quite a bit of wildland left. I don't know. I think we are probably okay to just move on to the next season if we want to, before we run out of too many resources. Alternatively, maybe now would be the time to build up a little bit more and spend some of those resources before the game gets harder. I don't know. What do you think? Should we just move on and see what happens for the next year? The next year brings us. Alright. So we'll just skip to the rest of the season. And he's back. So I guess we're going to prepare a feast this time, huh? Although this time everyone seems to be saying sacrifice. I'm of the impression that our -1 magic is having an impact on that. So, prepare a feast. Okay. Let's prepare a taco feast for Kestalt's hunger. -9 food, but the mood improved. When the Revenant arrived that evening, he found the table heaped with food and drink. He ate every bowlful down to the last crumb and drained every jug. Then he sat back, belched, and was still. His spirit had passed on. His family gave him a cheerful burial, placing heavy stones on top of his grave in case he gets peckish again. Well, hey, there you go. Yeah, I thought that was going to cost more food too. I did not realize. That's good. Sacred time. Don't allocate anything. Our stockpiled magic is inadequate. Honor Uralda. And the animal mothers with 2 points of magic. Spend all we can on mysteries, then we can sacrifice for important blessings. The women of their clan can't learn magic they need to help defend us. Allot some to mysteries and learn Vinga's favor. Put more in magic. It's easier to keep people healthy than cured later. Put them in health magic and conserve points. Put 2 in crops. Put 2 in herds. Okay. So, anyway, 22 babies were born. We initiated 21 children to adults. The clan has 12 more people, 9 fewer head of cattle, and no more horses than we did last time. We produced 891 bushels of food and ate 785 of them. 74 were lost to spoilage. Does that mean we're almost negative on food? 503 on food, okay. Our crafters produced 44 cows worth of goods, so we got some goods. Aren't we down on goods now? I thought we were like 150 or something. Maintaining our shrines costs us cows and goods. Okay, well that's probably where that all went. And our weapon things are down. Okay, our god talkers predict a normal harvest. Some sensed that the forces of chaos were weaker this year and would be easier to rout. Okay, so that's an important thing to remember. If we get raided by like trolls or something, or actual chaos, we'll be able to deal with them easier. Well, no. So this is sort of the beginning. So every year, Sacred Time is like 2 weeks or something like that in the Glorantha calendar. It's like a time outside of the time. And it basically just counts as like our summary, our setting up for the next year, all that stuff. It's like a festival time, I guess. If you notice our reputation, though, we've gone slightly over to King. We're just a little bit over half here, so our first year was pretty successful, I'd say. We are down on cows, though. I think we're hurting on our cows. We should probably try and get more cows this year if we can help it. So that might be something for trading, since we tried to open a trade route or tried to get some cows. So let's go ahead and allocate for this year, and then I can get access to saving the game, because I can't right now, and then we'll call the stream good. So what do we got? Mr. Full of Great Advice is telling us not to spend any magic. So we got herds, the mysteries, trading, healing, crops, and herds. So we're expecting normal harvest. What are we thinking? So if we're going to do any raiding, we'd need to put into war here. Okay, so we'll do some trading. What else? I would say it's probably a good bet to save at least 2 again, since we lost so much last time. One for war, so maybe we can do a little bit of raiding. Okay. What else? Do one for crops, okay. Should we maybe do one for herds because we're low on cows? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to say that 700 cows is not a lot, but we're constantly being told we are short on cows. And it does seem like we've gone down a little bit. But springtime, the next season, we might get a bunch more. So I don't actually know when the cows are born. I guess just this. Should we do one for herds? Do one for mysteries. Okay. Try and learn a little bit more. And that's probably good. I think until we start getting a little bit further ahead, we probably don't want to be bare minimum on magic. Okay, so let's proceed. And Lakin, I have fantastic news regarding Loricon. Due to his frequent consultations with the clan ancestors and Lancor Mai, Loricon's knowledge of Orlanthi customs and legal precedents has surpassed any ordinary man's. People say he's another Heort. He could surely complete the Lancor Mai Finds the Truth hero quest. Oh. Okay, well that's important to know then. We didn't allocate any magic to questing, but at some point in the future, I'd better write that one down. See, Loricon can do a hero quest for the Lancor Mai quest. Okay. So someday in the future, Loricon is... Oh boy. Loricon is this guy. The very excellent, now heroic... He's now heroic in custom, the laws and traditions, I guess. He's also an excellent leader, if we wanted to ever swap him out. Anyway, this event happened. I'm really trying to end the stream here, but a scouting party discovers rich farmland not far from your stead. It is inhabited by strange beast folk who behave sort of like normal Orlanthi and call themselves the Cabbage Ducks. For once, both warriors and Carls agree it would be a fine thing to drive these small, inhuman creatures from this fertile valley and claim it as your own. Okay, what do we have here? There is a time for mercy and peace, but the beast people are our ancient enemies, and that is true. That is true. When we chose at the beginning of the event, we had that thing where the beast men were our mortal enemies. So he's saying, each year you must give us food so we can demand tribute from them. Demand the ducks give half their lands to us or surprise attack them. It is not as if we will lose the respect of our allies if we displace these creatures so we can demand they give us their land. The ducks appear to practice a corrupted version of Orlanthi ways. This is also true. The ducks are Orlanthes. They worship Orlanth. Even if it's a different style, they are Orlanthi. So we can demand tribute, basically demanding food. They look like easy prey, but we don't know much about them. So we can demand give us food. Demand tribute, but not so much they feel resistance is the only option. It's better to gain something for no effort than everything at too high a price. Okay. Give us food. Beast folk. So close. Our ancestors speak clearly. Demand they give us their lands or launch an attack. We shouldn't neglect our own land by raiding during planting time, no matter how tempting this new land seems. So she's not in favor of doing the attack. So basically everyone is pretty much saying we should demand some tribute, either in the form of land or some food. Yes, these are the duck people from Duck Lake. So, what do you think? Should we just... Now, it is a thing that they are Orlanthes. Scanning party discovers rich farmland not far from your stead. It's inhabited by strange beast folk who behave like normal Orlanthi and call themselves cabbage ducks, right? So, they are technically of the same pantheon, but we are also enemies of these people, of the beast people. So, but I think it's probably true that launching an attack right now in the early season, the growing season, probably not beneficial to either of us. We do need some food, so we could do that. I don't necessarily know that we need more land. We've got quite a bit of wild land still, and we don't have enough cows to plow all of that land anyway. So we're short on the cows for that. So number 2, give us 50 food. Okay. Each year you must give us enough food to feed 50 of our people. We exacted payment from the ducks, whose larders were heavy. They swore oaths to pay after the harvest. Okay. Okay, we're back in sea season, finally. It's kind of a wild ride. But I think it's probably a good time to end this one here. That was 3 hours. Took us 3.5 hours to get through 1 year. This is going to be a long game.